Angela Merkel is continuing crisis talks to form a coalition to save her 12-year rule this morning after marathon discussions failed because of serious differences between the sides. The parties aimed to wrap up the talks last night but did not reach an agreement after haggling for 15 hours, with disagreements focused on migration numbers and the environment. The Christian Democrats leader is trying to form an untested alliance with the pro-business Free Democrats, FDP, and the environmentalist Greens, with snap elections likely if no agreement can be reached. Merkel, 63, was left badly weakened by the inconclusive election last month, which saw the far-right Alternative for Germany, AfD, lure millions of her voters, leading to fears another poll could help consolidate their support. Talks between the Jamaica coalition, so-called because each party's colors match the Caribbean islands flag, started at 11 a.m. today, 7 hours after they drew to a close in the early hours. Angela Merkel arrives for exploratory talks in Berlin on a coalition between the CDU, the Christian Social Union, CSU, the German Liberal Party, FDP, on Friday morning. The parties aimed to wrap up the talks last night but did not reach an agreement after haggling for 15 hours, with disagreements said to be focused on migration caps and the environment. The level of disagreement between the three parties involved in the coalition negotiations means talks could continue all weekend, if not longer. The Chancellor is under pressure from her own conservative bloc, particularly the Bavarian CSU sister party, to hold the line on key issues in the talks, especially on migration. The CSU, worried about losing further ground in a 2018 state election, wants to cap the number of people Germany will accept per year on humanitarian grounds at 200,000, a limit the environmental Greens reject as unconstitutional. The Greens and CSU are also at odds over the issue of family reunion, the ability of refugees already living in Germany to bring in immediate relatives. Merkel last night appealed to party leaders to put themselves in each other's shoes before going back to the negotiating table. But it was clear the discussions were running into difficulty, with senior FDP official Alexander Lambsdorff writing on Twitter about serious faces. We decided jointly that we should use the coming days to overcome the differences that still exist, said the Free Democrats leader, Christian Lindner. We will use this weekend to achieve a good solution, Merkel's chief of staff, Peter Altmaier, told ARD television. I think the problems can be solved, he said. The Greens and the CSU even accused each other of blocking an agreement. German Chancellor Angela Merkel, also leader of the Conservative Christian Democratic Union, CDU, party, arrives for talks with members of potential coalition parties on Thursday. Trying to find a new Angela, German Chancellor Angela Merkel, pictured with French President Emmanuel Macron yesterday, has to agree with her coalition partners to start negotiations today or Germany faces a snap election. Merkel tried to break the logjam on climate by offering to reduce coal power generating capacity by 7 gigawatts, GW, sources familiar with the talks said.